My mindset is so simple. I just want to get better. I want to get better and I want to work with great people. It's really simple.
You don't want me to be with you. You don't want me to be with someone else. How miserable do I have to be before you're happy?
She never wanted me. She wanted Joey the whole time.
Cameron, do you like the girl?
Yeah?
Yeah, and is she worth all this trouble?
Well, I thought she was, but you know,
Well, she is or she isn't. See, first of all, Joey is not half the man you are. Secondly, don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Go for it.
Yes, I love you.
But when you love someone, you work it out. You don't just throw it away. You have to be careful with it. You might never get it again.
Sometimes, the people we like don't like us back.
You don't understand.
I know what it's like when someone doesn't feel the same way about you. It hurts. But love isn't about grand gestures or the moon and the stars. It's just dumb luck. And sometimes you meet someone who feels the same way. But one day, you're gonna meet someone who appreciates you for who you are. I mean, there's 7 billion people on the planet. I know one of them is gonna climb up on a moon for you.
The key to this joint, the key to stay on top of things is to treat everything like it's your first project, you know what I'm saying? Like it's your first day, like when he was an intern, like just how you try to treat things, like you just stay hungry, and it's easier that way.
There's nothing doper than an old man or an old woman, because they talk to you about life, and they got experience to talk to you about life. You know what the dumbest shit is? Talking to a young person that speaks as if they know about fucking life. You don't know shit, you young dummy. You don't know shit. I'm 43 and I'm still discovering shit. Like, you don't, that's the benefit of being around the older generation, of having a grandma, a grandpa, a fucking aunt. The benefit is getting some life experience and goddamn wealth of knowledge.
I go to the gym to make sure, like now that I'm like, I looked in the mirror one day and I said this to Bob, I'll be very vulnerable. I was so caught up in my work and building and everything. One day I looked in the mirror and I was like, what happened to me, bro? I used to have abs, I used to have arms, and then I got super out of shape. And I was like, that's not fair. You didn't sign up for me being out of shape. You signed up for a fit man that's ready to attack the world. And I think what happens in relationships, you get comfortable and you're like, well, they love me, so they better take this. And it's like, that's fucked up. That's like, oh, you love me, so I'm gonna make you a meal, but it's gonna be cold and 3 days old.
Have you healed?
No.
So why not be single first?
Well, it's not meant for everybody to be alone after a painful, depressing breakup, because that's how people kill themselves. Some people go into a state of depression and they never get out of it because they want to isolate and say, until I get all my shit together, I don't even want to give love a shot. I think love can help you to love again, if you allow yourself.
People don't realize that everybody think about money. Oh, I got to have this money. No, because anything you get fast, you lose it quicker. And I want people to know that don't be afraid to fail. My failures, people all look at No Limit and say how successful we are, but look at how many times I failed to get to where I'm at. Every time I fail, I hit my hands and get back up and keep running.
The life you want is on the other side of a few hard conversations, and you're living a life you hate because you're too afraid to have them.
What would I tell my 21-year-old self? I would say ask her out, no matter who she is, whether she's a job or a new city or an actual person, whether she's an opportunity or a fear. If you're afraid of heights, ask her out. Hey, Heights, what you doing tonight? Whatever she is, man, ask her out. If I could go back to that moment and just not be afraid, just recognize that look, whatever could be out there, I could have it.
If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
I don't care about what happened yesterday. Today is your new beginning. Every day is a new beginning that you wake up. Stop worrying about yesterday. You keep beating yourself up about yesterday. You keep crying about yesterday. You keep telling everybody about your yesterday. Start focusing on your future. Tomorrow's going to be better than yesterday, and it's just like that.
Success is the only revenge.
So I was 15 years old. I had this teacher, so I'm a freshman in high school. That teacher, Mr. Gibbons, ended up working out with me every day in high school and showed me how to work out. He probably saw on some level that I was some angsty teenager that felt angry about whatever. During our workout sessions would be like, this guy said this to me, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, man, I'm going to come back at our 10-year reunion. And I was like, I'm going to show him. I was like, he's going to be working for me. He's like, no, he's not. He's like, and you're not going to do that. Not if I have anything to say about it when you come back for the 10-year reunion. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, because if you come back at a 10-year reunion and say, hey, John, look at me now. He's like, the guy's going to laugh and be like, you did all of this to try and prove me wrong? Man, I feel sorry for you. When he said that, when he actually played out what my like revenge fantasy was in real life, I looked like the beta in the fucking situation, right? He was like, the only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. Success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one.
Give it up. Give up that war. You know, the war that you have to really fight is the war against yourself. You have to fight the war against yourself. Now, it's not easy to look in the mirror and to change your own life. It's hard as hell. You have to take responsibility. You have to learn new things. You have to feel uncomfortable. Good, because discomfort is how we grow. That's how we become strong. If you run away from discomfort and resistance your whole life, you will always be weak.
A wise man once said, if you are angry, you are living in the past. If you are fearful, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. And that's where life starts to make sense.
You can make everything out of nothing. You can turn nothing into something. You can be anything you want to be, because she was so many things. Like, that's how I go into every situation. I treat it like nothing is impossible. So I don't let anything limit me. I don't let anything stop me. I don't let anything scare me.
Talk to a person the day before they're going to die. They would give anything and everything for more chance at life. Despite how high their motivation is, there's no runway left. I almost think people need to go through a little bit of decline, kind of like what you described. It wasn't life-threatening, but you just need to realize that you're fallible. To sort of say, people's health deteriorate, and realize that's a bit of a reality check that it's coming for me, but yet I still have long enough to bend the arc of my life.
Brother has been really great for me. My brother has been really, man. You know, I don't know where I would be without my brother, man.
People will start missing you when they see how happy you are without them.
Don't be a follower, be a leader. We have too many followers, we've had too many followers. Leading gets you further. Following just leaves you trailing behind somebody else. You don't want to trail behind somebody else. You want to lead something, you want to be in front, you know?
All men can change, but there is only one woman we will change for. There is only one.
Don't try to be the best. Be the only. Be the only. There's only one Terry Crews. If you want Terry Crews, you gotta get Terry Crews. You know, you see in scripts, they're like Terry Crews type. You know, I don't know. I love everybody. I love The Rock. I love Kevin Hart. I love all these other guys. But I'm Terry Crews. You never be like me. And I'll never be like them. I'm the only. And by being the only, you are the best.
Success is not how far you got. Because, see, you're going to be disappointed all the time. Because somebody always further than you. So now you'll forever be disappointed. Success ain't how far you got. Success is how far you got from where you started. That's your success.